What is going on, everybody? So in today's video we're going to be talking bikes. Now the footage that I'm about to play was from about a year ago when I got to test ride a YZ450FX and a KTM 300. Now I don't remember which specific KTM 300 it was. XYZ, LMNOP, they got the weirdest wording. I know the W stands for wide ratio transmission and the XC being cross country. I just don't remember which one this was, but that's kind of irrelevant because it wasn't really a review. I just got a chance to ride them. As you know, or if you didn't watch it, I did about an hour live stream talking about getting a YZ450FX or a KTM 350. Both 4-strokes obviously, and I had my mind set on the 450FX. Now I did find an extremely good deal on a 2016, but I thought it had lower hours than it did. It has around 106 hours on it. Granted, depending on how it was ridden and how well it was maintained, that's not going to be an issue. As soon as I got it, I would obviously check the valves right away, and I would be expecting to do a top end sooner than later. And then I decided to review the footage of me actually riding the bike. Now the specific 450FX that I rode had something weird going on with the tune. I don't remember exactly, but basically he just tried to lower the power level. But if you listen in the end of the video, he even was talking about how when he was riding on the trails, every little bump, he would just hit the throttle a little bit and it would just surge. So it was extremely jumpy. I've never ridden a 450 before, so I just didn't know if that was the nature of the beast and you just had to learn to modulate the throttle, which I'm sure you do. But this thing was extremely jumpy, especially in the woods. It was just annoying. Obviously, being a 450 in some tight woods, I really didn't get to go out of second gear. I got to blast down the road on it, and of course it was fast. It kept breaking the tire loose. But honestly, I had a lot more fun on the 300 2-stroke. That's the only one that I've ever ridden. I've ridden a 250, but this 300 felt balanced. Granted, the one that I was riding felt like it was loaded up, and it felt like it was bogging the whole time. And on 2-strokes, if you lug them around, they'll start to load up with carbon, and then you need to give it some good revs to get all that blown out. But we're talking about a $1,500 KTM 300 2-stroke here, so it definitely wasn't the best running. I still had an awesome time on that bike. They felt completely different. The KTM felt a lot lighter, and in the short few minutes that I got to ride each bike, I definitely like the KTM better. This isn't a comparison video. Like I said, I just got to test ride both of these bikes, and I'm just giving you my first thoughts on each bike. As you guys know, I'm a 2-stroke guy at heart, so after reviewing that, I was like, man, do I really want to buy the YZ450FX, or should I just build the 2-stroke that I have and have a blast on that? So I'm not going to go on too much, but without further ado, here's the footage from my first ride on a YZ450FX and the KTM 300 EXCX LMNOP YZ. First time riding a YZ450FX. Man, this thing has some power. Oh! I gotta turn around, I don't know where I'm going. This thing has like violent power. Like second gear just launches you as soon as you get on the gas. Good God, that thing is violent. Wow, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Hard to be smooth.
It is. It's choppy.
That's what I'm having a problem with. Like every little bump, you hit a bump and it's just like you just your arm just moves a little and it goes.
Exactly. From the 450FX to the 300 EXT two-stroke, oh my gosh. I'm not gonna lie, this bike handles way smoother. This thing feels like a featherweight compared to that. Oh, I did it again. This thing's loaded up bad. I haven't rode a two-stroke in a while like this. I forgot there's like zero engine braking. I was like, why isn't it slowing down? All clutch and brakes. I like the way this 300 sounds though, man. It hits hard. Definitely loaded up. You can hear it's like hesitating real bad. Oh, that's that two-stroke power, man. Oh, this thing is sick. Ooh! I like this bike. That's got some good usable power. I like this bike, yeah. Well, that is pretty much all of the footage I captured while riding those bikes. Like I said in the beginning, and you could probably tell in the video, I obviously liked the KTM 300 more. Granted, with the weird tune that was on the 450FX, I wish I could have got a chance to ride it with a proper tune. I just liked the way the KTM rode better, the ergonomics of it. It felt lighter, and I'm sure it is lighter, obviously, but it just felt more nimble. So the YZ450FX that I was gonna buy is still available. It has 106 hours on it, and it really does look like a good bike. I'm not gonna get scared away with the hours, because for the price that I could have it for, I could rebuild it and still be sitting pretty and still could potentially sell it and make some money, but I just don't know. I would have to drive out of state to get it. Basically, this just comes back to me wanting to ask you guys what you want to see. This is kind of a big decision, because this is a bike that I really want to enter enduro competitions on and potentially some hair scrambles. So that being said, would you like to see me build up the KX250 to do all of those things, or should I get another bike? For those of you that don't know, I have a 98 KX250 that's fully built, has all the bells and whistles. Currently it's set up for the motocross track, and on my list of things that I want to do, the motocross track is definitely like way down here. I have way more fun in the woods, so it would primarily be a woods bike. I actually already have the heaviest flywheel weight available for the KX250, I just haven't installed it yet. I've already got a skid plate, I got the FMF Gold Series, V-Force 3 reeds. As far as all the trail stuff, I mean, I'd get hand guards, different set of bars, and just some other odds and ends like that. I gotta bring it back to stock height because it has a lowered linkage. But would you rather see the KX250 ripping on the trails, or would it be smarter for me to get a 4-stroke? And I don't know like any rules or regulations as far as any of these races that I plan on entering, so I don't know like what class the KX250 would be in, or I don't know anything about that. I haven't researched into that yet. So should I take a chance and buy the 450FX, or should I just save the money and invest it into the KX250 and have an ultimate 2-stroke woods machine? I forget who it was that made a few comments in the live stream, and it really made me think, like, why don't I just do that? Like, I already have the bike, it's got a fresh top and bottom end, why not just build that thing up and send it in the woods? The only thing holding me back from that, honestly, is I just want a reliable bike, and I know if I just stay on top of it and keep doing compression tests and do a top end every season or so, that should be more than enough to last for a while. At this point, I'm kind of leaning towards the 2-stroke, but then again, I could always do both, so I don't know. But I want to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment down below on which bike you would get if you're in my situation. Let me know what you think would be the best bike for the job. And if you enjoyed the test rides, make sure you hit that like button. But I hope you all are having a great start to the week, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.